You know, nowadays, a lot of people are staying at home because of the coronavirus issue. Now, there is, because of that, an increased concern over fire issues and safety. And this morning, we are joined by Spring Fire Department's District Chief, Chris Von Wiesenthal, to discuss some tips that can help you and your family stay safe. Good morning, Chief. Thank you for joining us. First, how often should we be checking our smoke detectors and/or alarms if we have them in the home?
Smoke detectors really should be checked every 6 months, but you can check it more often than that. It doesn't hurt. But every 10 years, they need to be completely replaced, especially the older styles. If it was installed in your home when you bought it, 10 years is a good target point to replace it. And the new ones, for about $35, they last 10 years. The battery lasts 10 years, so that's $3.50 a year for life-saving protection. Sign me up for that insurance.
Me too. Now, you know, a lot of restaurants have shut down, and that's causing a lot of folks to go outside and use the grill or maybe do some extra cooking in the kitchen. What would be some tips for, let's say, if you're going to go outside and you live in an apartment building but you're kind of cooped in, what about grilling? But then also, I want to ask you about homes as well.
Well, from the outside perspective, grilling is great. But if you're in an apartment complex, you want to go out into a grassy area between the buildings, far enough away from the buildings that if for some reason it flares up, it's not going to catch anything on fire. And balconies are a definite no-no. Do not barbecue on any balconies because you can easily catch the structure on fire and spread carbon monoxide throughout not just your apartment, but many next to you. In the kitchen, a lot of people, you know, we're in the South, people love to fry their food and they use grease on the stove. And that's fine to do, but you have to have a plan to do it, just like anything else. If you're going to use a grease in a pot on the stove, you need to have a pot and then a appropriately sized lid, but put the lid away from where the pot is. So if for some reason the grease in the pan catches on fire, you can go to a safe place, grab the lid, use the lid as a shield for your hand, and actually place the lid on the pan, and the fire immediately goes out. Then you have to turn the heat off. The main thing is, if you do have a fire in the house, you need to get everyone out and dial 911.
Great advice. Chief Von Wiesenthal, thank you so very much. Spring Fire Departments.
One more point on that is never use water to put out a grease fire. The two do not mix.
Yes. Very, very good point. Thank you so very much, Chief, for joining us, and thank you for all that you and your other first responders in your department have been doing to keep the community safe.
We have many safety tips available on the website. Stay safe.